Have you ever wondered why so many talented, smart people never seem to reach their full potential? It's a tough question, but the answer might surprise you. Statistics suggest that a staggering 95% of people don't achieve their lifelong dreams. Now, you might think it's because they weren't lucky enough, or they didn't have enough money, or maybe they just missed their one big chance. But more often than not, the real reason is much simpler, and it's something we can all control. It's a lack of clarity. Think about it. We live in a world with endless possibilities, which is amazing, but it can also be incredibly overwhelming. It's like standing in a massive library with millions of books and having no idea which one to read first. That's what a lack of clarity feels like. People who aren't crystal clear about what they want out of life tend to drift. They might take a job because it's available, not because it aligns with their passion. They might follow a path because it's what's expected of them, not because it's what they truly desire. Without a clear destination in mind, you're just wandering. Every road looks as good as any other, and you end up going in circles or, even worse, standing completely still, paralyzed by indecision. This isn't about a lack of ambition, it's about unfocused ambition. It's like having a powerful engine without a steering wheel. You have all this energy and potential, but no way to direct it. This is where the magic of clarity comes in. When you know, with absolute certainty, what you want to achieve, everything changes. Clarity is the spark that ignites the entire process of creation. It's the first and most crucial step. Clarity gives you a target to aim for. Imagine trying to shoot an arrow in a thick fog. You might have a great bow and perfect form, but if you can't see the target, your chances of hitting it are almost zero. That's what life without clarity is like. But the moment the fog lifts and you can see that bullseye, you can adjust your aim, pull back the string, and let the arrow fly with purpose. Suddenly, your actions have meaning. So, how do you find this clarity? It starts with asking yourself some deep, honest questions. What truly makes you happy? Not what you think should make you happy, or what makes other people happy, but what lights you up from the inside. What are your non-negotiable values? What kind of impact do you want to have on the world, even if it's just in your own small corner of it? This isn't a one-time exercise. It's an ongoing conversation with yourself. Take the time to get quiet, to listen to that inner voice, write things down, create a vision board, talk to people who inspire you. The goal is to distill all the noise down to a clear, concise vision for your life. It doesn't have to be a grand, world-changing plan. It could be as simple as I want to create a life where I have the freedom to travel twice a year, or I want to build a business that helps my local community. The what is more important than the how, at least in the beginning. Once you have that clarity, the next piece of the puzzle falls into place. Direction. Clarity generates direction. It's like putting a destination into your GPS. Before you had a destination, you were just driving aimlessly. But now, the GPS calculates the best route. It tells you where to turn, which highways to take, and it even reroutes you if you hit a dead end. Your clear vision for your life acts as that internal GPS. When a new opportunity comes your way, you can ask a simple question. Does this move me closer to my goal, or further away? This simple filter makes decision-making 1,000 times easier. You're no longer swayed by every shiny new object. You can confidently say no to things that don't serve your vision, creating space for the things that do. This sense of direction is incredibly empowering. It replaces confusion with confidence and hesitation with momentum. You start to see a clear path forward where before there was only a confusing maze. And this leads us to the third, and perhaps most exciting, step. Action. Direction generates action. It's one thing to know where you're going, but it's another thing to actually start moving. The beauty of having a clear direction is that it naturally inspires you to take the first step, and then the next, and the next. The overwhelming feeling of I don't know where to start disappears because your direction breaks down your massive dream into a series of manageable steps. If your dream is to write a book, your first action might be to just write one page. If your dream is to run a marathon, your first action is to put on your shoes and go for a 10-minute run. You'll have to adjust your course. That's all part of the process. But here's the key. Even a failure is a result. It's data. It's a lesson that tells you what doesn't work, so you can try something different. Without taking action, you get no results. No data, no lessons. You just stay stuck in the realm of what if. But with action, you are constantly learning, growing, and moving closer to your goal. Each result, whether a success or a setback, refines your path and strengthens your resolve. You start to see tangible progress, which fuels your motivation to keep going. It creates a positive feedback loop. Clarity leads to direction, which leads to action, which leads to results, which in turn reinforces your clarity and your belief that your dream is possible. So, that 95% statistic doesn't have to be your reality. You have the power to join the 5% who do achieve their dreams. It all begins with taking the time to get clear. Don't let another day, week, or year go by in a fog of uncertainty. Grab a notebook, sit down, and define what you want. What does your dream life look like, feel like, and taste like? Be specific. Be bold. Write it down. Make it real. Because once you have that clarity, you'll have the direction. Once you have the direction, you'll be inspired to take action. And once you start taking action, you will start seeing results. Your dreams aren't out of reach. They're just waiting for you to get clear. If this idea resonated with you and you're ready to start building that clarity in your own life, I've put together some resources that can really help you get organized and map out your goals. Check out the link in the description below to find some amazing tools and planners that can help you turn that fog into a clear path forward. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content to help you build your best life. See you in the next one.